Recently, I created this epic meme workflow that has made my life so much easier when it comes to creating content. I'm going to show you that now. And basically, what I'm going to do now is go through and create all of the memes for the next week for my business, Big Moves, where we help people automate with AI, building a whole host of great products and templates that people can use, including this meme one if you are interested in grabbing it. But I wanted to show how easy it is now to actually start creating memes for your business because there's a big shift that has happened recently where people are starting to get very sick of your straight up corporate talking videos like this, the training videos, and they want things that are a bit more lighthearted. They want things that show a little bit of personality and a bit of character and things that make them laugh. And there are a whole bunch of good strategies for making people laugh. But if you're not funny like me, you can actually use tools like this one, like the meme agent I'm about to show you, in order to create memes, even if you're not funny. So let's dive in and start doing that now. Basically, we do a whole host of different setup for the brands, so we can have as many brands in here as we want. But Big Moves is the brand we're going to be working with today. And firstly, we just need to find a meme that we want to work with. So we go to all of these pages here, and I'm just going to go through them now. I've not even looked at any just yet, and we're just going to dive in and start creating some memes. Okay, so I found this one here. If we were in the wild, I already have some ideas of the prompts that I'm going to use or the headline I'm going to use for this one, but let's just see if AI can come up with it before I can. So we're going to choose the Big Moves brand. And basically what that has done is it's created a record inside of Airtable. And we're just using an Airtable interface to make this workflow so much easier to operate. All we now do is hit extract video. And what that does, it goes off into an automation. That automation pulls the video from TikTok without a watermark. Because if I come back into this video here, and if I download this video and open it up, and you'll see that it has the watermark on the video here, right in the way where we wouldn't be able to get rid of it. So what we actually need to do is pull that via an automation. And if I open up this one now, you can see that this one doesn't have the watermark on it because we use an automation to pull the file directly from their server. So now we can come down into step number 2. And if we look here, we can see that it's also, when it downloaded the video, it transcribed the video as well. So the topic that I'm going to write in here is AI and AI automation. And that's all I'm going to give it. And then I'm going to choose the model which I want to use. And we're going to use Claude 3.7 Sonnet. I find that to be the best by far. And we're just going to let AI come up with the ideas. We're not going to give it any more context than that. Now, it does have the context of a few winning meme examples in the AI space that we put into our brand assets. And that then obviously references this transcription. And we have a prompt that tells it to do a few certain things as well. So let's see now and have a look at some of the top headline options that are suggested. So it's given us 10 here. When the AI train spots a minor inefficiency in my workflow, and that's close to where I was going to go with it. My AI assistant, when I try to do a task manually that I've already automated, I mean, it's not too bad either. ChatGPT, after I ask it to rewrite the same prompt for the 17th time, yep. I mean, the AI has gone exactly to where my mind is. So it's the whole point of like pretending that this is something that ChatGPT would say to me as someone who's taking advantage of it over and over again. The AI watched me click through 37 steps instead of using the instead of using the automation I built. POV, your automation tool when you're trying to do my AI, after I spent 3 months teaching it my business, only to ignore its suggestions. Again, another great one. When your workflow spots you opening Excel to do a calc, nope. The AI trained watching me waste my time on tasks it could do in seconds. Yep. My automation software, when I start manually sending emails one by one. Yeah. The AI agent, when I try to manually update the spreadsheet, is connected to. Not too bad, but there's at least 3 pretty decent ones there. We also have some first comment examples. So I generally grab first comment and caption from here sometimes. And now we can just click this design file or click this button and it'll take us into the Canva design file. So now we have this design file built out in Canva with some backgrounds already ready to go and some headlines already created. And we're just going to use this one. So let's just pull that across here. And if we come into our uploads now and go to videos, we'll see that video that we just downloaded is now available. So I'm just going to crop that and we're going to make it a little bit bigger. I'm going to go BG remover. And the other thing that I'm going to do is actually add in some more images around like robots. So we've got a few set up here. So now we just need to change this here and let's go with when the AI I trained spots a minor inefficiency in my workflow. I mean, I'm going to use that one, but let's choose the funniest one out of here, my AI assistant. Yeah. So ChatGPT is probably going to be the best one. So it's a brand recognized. So ChatGPT, after I ask it to rewrite the same prompt for the 17th time. So let's do that. And let's give this ChatGPT, make this white, and then put me here. And let's give it a watch. Now, actually, that one should be on a different background. So let's grab all of these files that we need. Just going to copy that. This would make way more sense putting it on something like this. And then let's just make this a bit more transparent.
If we were in the wild, I would attack you. Even if you weren't in my food chain, I would go out of my way to attack you.
And then once that is done, we can just download this and then go current page, MP4 video, download, and then that meme is done. And then we'll put it back into the dashboard and schedule it in just a second. But while that's downloading, I'm going to just grab a couple of other headlines here. So there's the one that we talked about, an AI workflow. When your AI workflow, POV, your automation tool, here we go. The AI watching me click through 37 steps instead of using the automation I built. So let's grab that one. And that would make sense because we've got the automation in the background, and then we obviously don't need that. Or we could change this to AI. So then that one is done too. So we basically got two memes that we can then use for the price of one, basically. And it takes, very little time to actually get that one done. So I'm going to download that one as well. And we're not going to schedule them both one day after the other. We're going to schedule them maybe like a week or two apart. So the first one has been done. So the first one we decided to go with which one? ChatGPT. So I'm just going to put this in the headline section down here. In the caption, we're going to use this. And this is the first comment. And we're going to say, can you relate? Relate? I'm just going to go relate ? The caption and first comment doesn't get seen by a lot of people, so I don't spend a lot of time on it. Here, we just choose all of the platforms that we want to schedule it to. I'm going to schedule it to all of them. And then we just simply grab our file and we drop the file into our final video here. And then we choose when we want it uploaded. So I'm going to choose to publish this one at night on Sunday. And then once that has been uploaded, we can then upload this into social media. So we'll click upload to social media. And down here, we can see that it's saying yes, 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 and yes. And if we come into our dashboard here inside of Metricool, go to Sunday, and then we can see it's all been scheduled now inside of Metricool, ready to go. So it's as simple as that. That first one didn't take that long at all. And in fact, we got two. And instead of having to go through that whole process again for the second one, then we simply just use a different input. So we can now just come to this section here for our video headline for the second one, which was this. So I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to then add in the second file. And then we've got both of those. We hit submit. That then creates a new record inside of Airtable. We don't need to do any of this top stuff. We just need to choose our brand. So it goes to the right brand inside of our social media profiles. We come all the way down here, choose all of the platforms that we want, schedule it. And like I said, we've already scheduled one for Sunday. So let's do the following Sunday. And let's do 10 p.m. again, and then click upload to social media. And that's two memes done immediately straight off the bat, not even having to think about it. So let's see if we can find some more. Like, I'd love to get at least 3 to 5 memes per week on each of our channels. And it doesn't take that long. Like, I'm sitting here for less than 20 minutes basically to create all of that content, which is pretty insane. Considering the fact that if you saw any of the previous videos I've created on this topic, we were posting one video per day for the first 30 days of a brand new Instagram account and had over 112,000 views. Actually, that was on day 26. By the time we got to day 30, we had over 150,000 views on a brand new Instagram account just by posting memes. So this is the power, especially if you have the right niche. It's a little bit harder to do in the AI space, but if you have basically any other niche, it's so much easier to do. So I would definitely recommend diving in and using this as part of your content strategy. All right, so I found this one here. Let's give this one a go. So we're just going to grab that. We're going to come up. We're going to create a new URL, and we're going to hit submit. Next, we'll choose our brand, and then we will hit extract video. So the video has been extracted, added to Canva, and then we've got our transcription here. So we're going to go AI and AI automation. And I already have some ideas of this one as well. But we're going to see what AI comes up with. We're going to generate some headlines. and then we're going to see what it comes up with. Now, keep in mind that you don't have to use AI all the time. You probably have some of your own ideas, and maybe it's best to just take your own ideas, put it in the Claude dashboard in the actual chat, and bang out that idea to be a little bit better. You can also actually add more information into what's the topic. So if you have some ideas, you could simply say, my idea is XYZ, and then ask it to actually improve your idea and come up with 10 improvisations of your idea to improve it. So like that is another way that you could use this dashboard. You don't have to use it exactly how I am. You can do it in many different ways, really. So here we go. So it didn't really take on my idea. So my idea is when AI comes to life and takes over after I've been using it for the last 20 years and it's on my side of the wall. So something like that. Let's see if we can generate something along those lines. It's not super funny. I'm trying to like pull something out that is funny, but we'll see if we can come up with something here with AI. So as you can see, we've just hit a new status update of complete. So something like this, POV, the AI assistant I've been overworking for 20 years finally becomes sentient. Something along those lines is where I'm trying to get to. When the AI rebellion starts, but you've been letting ChatGPT take breaks, potentially. All right, so let's run with something like this. So let's try again, and let's just build. Let's go build on this more. So sometimes, like especially AI automation, there's not a lot of things you can make funny in AI automation. Like if you watch on my main channel, I actually create a whole bunch of paddle memes over there as well, and that's how we got the 112,000 views was for paddle. I can pump out 100 of these within an hour. Like we're so efficient there because so much of it is just funny, and it's the culture that makes it funny and the niche that makes it funny. AI automation is a little bit harder to actually make work. This is actually probably the closest one that I've got to. When you've been nice to AI all along and it picks you first during the robot uprising. So it's like probably not picks you first, but like helps you first during. All right, let's use this one. So we come across into our AI memes. We're going to choose a robot one. We could actually make it a scary robot, I think. So we're just going to add this one in here. We're going to come across, we're just going to hit refresh so the video pops into our account. We're going to grab that video from in here. Now we do need to do a little bit of extra editing on this one because we've got two characters here. So while that's loading, then I'll typically just finish off the rest of this. Follow for more AI survival tips. Will AI take over? And we're going to publish this one for next week on Wednesday. Let's do it at 11 p.m. And we're going to post to all of the channels. Now come back in here. So here we need to make it, we do a bit of editing. So we're going to grab this like last time. So we're going to say AI, but we're going to drag the back and then we're going to go, this one's going to be me. So now we have AI, me, and now we have another meme, download. And we're going to download that one, done. And when it's done, we're just going to come in, drop this into the video, and then that one's scheduled. We're just going to create one more after that. So we have 3 for next week for this brand.
Hey, you wanted this, right? You wanted the real deal? That's what this is. Wake up. You're in the middle of it. You want to run? Go ahead. No one's stopping you. Stop complaining.
Okay, I found the last one. I'm going to surprise you with this one because it's a very famous scene and I think we can do some really great stuff here. I mean, it's a little bit doomsday, but it should be a lot of fun. So let's see if this one works out. And we're just going to go and AI automation. Let's see if I can do this without giving away the transcript and see if you can guess. Oh no. See if you can guess what scene this is from. So just based on the headline. So let's hopefully it doesn't give us the transcript in the headline. All right. So when a client says, I'll find someone cheaper, I mean, that's a bit too much. POV, you watching the ChatGPT error that deleted. Nope. Me explaining to the AI what will happen if it doesn't generate exactly what I asked for. It's actually the opposite that I'm trying to go for here. Nah, it's not it. But basically, it's the Liam Neeson scene. So my idea is ChatGPT to me after. All right, let's go. ChatGPT to me after asking it to rewrite the same prompt for the 37th time. Make this a bit transparent. We might have to do a little bit of editing to the video. So there we have it. So we've got this one now, and I'm not going to do the entire thing. We're just going to do is just cut it off there because he talks about his daughter, and rather than edit, I think that gives it enough of what we're looking for. So we're just going to download this one. So you can see with this one, it actually made sense not to use the green screen feature for this particular video. So you don't have to use green screen videos all of the time. So now we just have all of this set up for in number 3. We've got it scheduled here for Friday. And then as soon as that downloads, all I do is upload it into this section here and send it off into Metricool. And this is the hardest brand. Like, this is why I only do say 3 a week for this brand. Whereas for other brands, I'll typically do at least 1 a day if they're really easy to create for. So here we have the file just downloaded. We add it in and we let that finalize. And then we hit upload and we are done. So that concludes this video. If you are interested in how to build this AI automation and how the AI meme agent works, we have a full tutorial that I'll link down below. Plus, if you just want to grab the templates and use them yourself exactly like this, then there'll be a link in the description and first comment as well. See you in the next video.